You heard recently those movies came, Padmavat and whatever. All this is telling you what people are trying to glorify the burning of the woman. It's a horrible shame that we could not protect them. Why are they burning themselves? You think they want to go to heaven? They just want to avoid the hell of being captured because they know what will happen to them. It's better to die. Dying by fire is better than getting into the hands of certain people. We must understand this in the right context. Why hundreds of women burning themselves to death or jumping into wells? They are saying when invasions happened, the wells got full with women. You understand, the bodies. It filled up the well, there was no place to jump. The whole village or town will go and jump into that deep well. Why? Because what they were doing to the women when they won the war was so terrible that it was best to die. So we should not attach any glory to it or pride to it. This is the most shameful dimension of our culture, that we have been taken like this, our women have been put through this, all kinds of things have happened to us. We should not forget this, not to become bitter about somebody, but to see that things don't happen to us or to anybody in this world. That's important.
Bakhtiyar Khilji came in one university, the Nalanda University. He burnt… it's estimated that he burnt 9 million books 500, 600 years ago, 9 million books. Nowhere on the planet there were 9 million books anywhere. More than that, they burnt over, they say 8 to 10,000 monks, because most of them could recite one book by themselves. So they thought books will live within you, so they burnt them also alive. So the incredible thing is, the modern day Bharat names that region as Bakhtiyarpur. So this is one thing we must do. There are over 60 Aurangabads, there is Bakhtiyarpur, there are Qutub Minar, a man who desecrated both Hindu and Jain temples and built a monument out of that. There is, of course, Tipu Sultan. Most terrible things were done. Over 400,000 Hindus were converted to Islam by force by Tipu Sultan just in the Malabar region. Men were slaughtered, they say, in a chronicle written by, approved by his own son. That means it's genuine. They proudly claim he killed a minimum of 10,000 Hindus. And men were killed, women were forced to marry on the same day of their husband's death. If they did not agree, hot iron was put into their privates. This is the way things were done. Kings who ruled benevolently, you want to put their name, is fine. But murderers, rapists, people who tried to commit genocide and desecrated hundreds of temples, their names should not be on our towns and streets. Why don't we have Adolf Hitler Nagar? Why don't we do this? Why don't we have Idi Amin Nagar or Puram? Why don't we? We don't do that. People who displayed extraordinary sense of cruelty to other human beings, whoever they were, we don't eulogize them. But today in this country, there are hundreds of towns, villages and cities and streets named after these people. It's all right if somebody comes and slaughters you in a battle, but it's not all right when you line up civilians and slaughter them and rape the women and slaughter the men, rape the women, slaughter the men. What is that? People who did that, their names should not be flying on towns and streets and circles in our country, but unfortunately it is. I hope the future elected leaders of this nation have enough wisdom to change that.
Jai!